Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so very much for the love and the support. It is really overwhelming. I am super grateful and God bless you. If you are new here, you are welcome to His bride. It doesn't take much actually to be part of this family. All you have to do is click on that red button looking at you right now. Just click it right now. So today we are going to be talking about integrity. You are very familiar with this word, I want to believe. And so what does integrity mean? The word integrity means adherence to a moral and ethical principle, soundness of moral character. So there has to be a laid down principle for you to adhere to. As a person, what are those principles you have laid down for yourself that govern your life? Because you cannot just be anything goes kind of person. No, if you are that, then integrity is something that would be very far from you. Shouldn't a person really strive, do all that he can just to make sure that his integrity, his principles are not ruined or compromised? Well, the obvious answer is yes. So how can one keep his integrity intact? Now, the Bible is so filled up with moral principles laid down for believers to adhere to. We have also example of characters in the Bible that set for themselves principles that govern their lives so that they would not sin against God. An example that we are so familiar with is Joseph. We know the story of Joseph and Potiphar's wife. He made up his mind. He said, I will not do this thing. I cannot do this thing because it is sinful before my God. At the very sight of it, he fled. Those were principles that governed him. He could have just said, well, my master is not here. No one is here. No one is going to know, and just, indulge in it. But he decided to go by those principles that he has laid for himself, that he would not do anything that caused any destruction to his relationship with his God. Another person is David. God said he is the man after his own heart because he was so particular in making sure that he does not go against his Lord. So we are going to be looking at the three things that one can do in order to preserve and not compromise his integrity and his principles. And we'll be looking at Psalms 141 verse 3 and 4. And it says, take control of what I say, O Lord, and guard my lips. Don't let me drift toward evil or take part in acts of wickedness. Don't let me share in the delicacies of those who do wrong. Now, the first thing we're going to be looking at here is beware of your conversation. Beware of what you say. Are you that kind of person that whatever comes to your mind, just blurt it out? One thing about words is that once they come out, you can take them back. Sorry, but sorry does not cut it. Usually would say stuff and then be like, oh sorry, I take it back. But in literal sense, did you actually take it back? Has it been unsaid? Has it been unheard? It has already been said. It has already been heard. Once the damage is done, sorry cannot cut it out, because words can either build or can destroy. What if you're not so careful with your words and they end up destroying? What if? So we have to be careful about what we say. Beware of what you say. Beware of your conversation. David wanted God to protect him from saying anything that he would later on regret. Because I tell you what, it is most times more painful regretting that you said something than regretting that you never said it. Personally, I have oftentimes found myself repenting of things that I have said rather than things that I have not said. Even the Bible would say that a fool is considered wise when he's silent. If you are not sure of what to say, if you are that kind of person that, when you're so angry, you blurt out things that at the end of the day you wish you never said, be quiet. Then maybe when you are calm, then you can talk. Alright? So maybe it will help you realize that God hears what you say. More than he hears you, he sees it. The number two thing is beware of your temptations. David said, don't let me drift towards evil, part in acts of wickedness. Beware of your temptations. The Bible says in James chapter 1 verse 14 and 15, temptations comes from our own desires, which entice us and drive us away. Temptations are from our own desires, because it is whatever it is that you desire, it is whatever it is that you like that would be used in order to tempt you. I cannot be a person who is not a fan of spaghetti, and you are trying to bring that to me in order to lure me or in order to convince me to do something. That's not gonna work, because for starters, I do not like spaghetti. So that's gonna be an easy no for me. But if I'm someone who loves it, you can use that. It can be a bait, and I'll fall for it. Beware of your temptations. Beware of those things that are capable of enticing you. Unfortunately, there are so many things that entice us in this world. Like wherever you look, wherever you turn, they are just looking at you like you are so bombarded with them. The more reason why you need to know those things, identify them, call them by their names. That way, when you see them, you can be able to flee from it. What did the Bible say about temptations? You flee from them. You're not going to stand there and just try to manage the situation. You don't manage temptations. You flee from them. You don't manage sin. You flee from it. Beware of your temptation. And the last that we would be talking about is beware of your surroundings. So more than what you say, as important as that is, and also very important as protecting your heart from whatever could entice it, could tempt you, you have to be very cautious and keen about is your actions. Very, very particular about your actions. You want to be very careful about your associations. What are the kind of people that you surround yourself with? Whether you like it or not, they have influence over you. You know, I used to be that kind of person that thinks, oh, I'm strong. I used to think that, well, no matter how bad a person is in code, I can be with that person and not be bad and still maintain my integrity. It didn't take quite long for me to learn the hard way, the unfortunate way. But all I'm trying to say is beware of your associations. Who are the people you hang around with? What are the things that you allow in your sphere, that you allow in your immediate surroundings? Whether you like it or not, those things have a way of influence. Whether you like it or not, you become a product of what you associate yourself with. So be very careful about what is happening around you. All you have to do is just say no. It doesn't take more than that. Be careful to be involving yourself with the right activities that will not give room for any compromise. You see, guys, we live in a world whereby most times your decision will clash with the world's decision. Your choice will clash with the world's choice. But you have to come to a point whereby you tell yourself, I cannot compromise. I cannot ruin my principle. I cannot ruin my integrity. Beware of your conversations. Beware of your temptations. And beware of your surroundings. We have come to the end of this video, but before I go, I want to leave you with this question. I want you to give your honest answer in the comment section below, okay? So do you believe that some degree of compromise is unavoidable in order to succeed in life? I want to hear your honest answer on this, okay? Thank you guys so much, and I pray that God help us to keep to our principles, to keep to our morals. If this video was helpful, would you please like and share? God bless you, and until I come your way, remain blessed and take care.